Do you think cats are dirty if they don't take baths? Or maybe you've heard that dunking your kitty in the tub will magically reduce shedding. Well, let's bust those myths right now. Are you ready? Basically, cats don't need baths because they're expert self-groomers, keeping themselves clean with their rough tongues and natural oils. Bathing too often can actually dry out their skin and coat. The only time you really need to step in is if they get into something toxic, sticky, or too messy for them to handle. Otherwise, let your cat manage their own hygiene. They're better at it than you think. So, what is the science behind cats not usually needing a bath? Unlike dogs, cats spend up to 30 to 50% of their waking hours grooming. Their tongues are covered in tiny hook-like structures called papillae, which act like a natural comb. These papillae pull away dirt, loose hair, and even parasites. This makes cats one of the most self-sufficient groomers in the animal world. Another reason cats rarely need baths is their saliva. It contains natural enzymes that help break down oils and debris on their fur. This self-grooming also spreads natural skin oils evenly across the coat, keeping it shiny, waterproof, and healthy without outside help. Instinct also plays a role. In the wild, smelling too clean could alert predators or prey. Grooming helps cats regulate their scent, keeping them less noticeable in nature. This instinct still drives domestic cats today, even if they live in a cozy apartment instead of a jungle. There's also the stress factor. Cats usually don't enjoy water, and forcing them into frequent baths can lead to unnecessary anxiety, since their grooming system is already so efficient. And that brings us to the times when, believe it or not, a bath is actually unavoidable. Most of the time, your cat is a self-cleaning machine, always neat, always polished. Even these self-grooming masters sometimes get into situations where they need a bath. Imagine your fluffy friend rolling in cooking oil, stepping in paint, or worst case, you find them lounging in the litter box. No amount of licking is going to fix that. In these cases, a real bath is much needed. Baths also come into play for health reasons. Senior cats, overweight cats, or those with arthritis may not reach every corner of their bodies. Over time, that means grease, dirt, or even skin infections can build up. And if fleas, ticks, or fungal issues show up, a medicated bath prescribed by your vet can be a lifesaver. Of course, accidents happen too. Sticky food, gum, or even your cat's adventurous decision to nap in your cooking ingredients. These are rare but valid times when your fluffy overlord will need an occasional soak. So while baths aren't part of the average cat's routine, they are important when the time comes. But what could actually go wrong when you try to bathe your cat? Before we explore that, subscribe now so you don't miss the next video that keeps you one step ahead of your cat's secrets. Cats have dedicated skin covered with natural oils that protect their fur and keep it healthy. Too many baths strip these oils, leaving their coat dry, itchy, and more prone to dandruff. Think of it like washing your hair 10 times a day. You'd end up with straw instead of strands. Stress is another major risk. A terrified cat's heart rate can spike, and in extreme cases, bathing can even make underlying health conditions worse. For kittens, seniors, or sick cats, that stress might be more harmful than the dirt you're trying to clean off. Let's just say it might take several weeks to rebuild. Stress doesn't just make your cat grumpy, it can also weaken their immune system if it happens too often. Then there's temperature. Too cold and your cat risks hypothermia. Too hot and their sensitive skin can burn. And remember, cats don't understand why you're pouring water all over them. And don't forget the physical risks. Slippery paws on wet surfaces can cause injuries, and using the wrong shampoo, like human products, can irritate their skin and even make them sick if they lick it off. So while it might seem like you're helping, it can do more harm than good. Now, what if you do have to bathe your cats? In that case, preparation is everything. Start by trimming their nails. Then give their fur a quick brush to remove tangles. Next, take the water that is not too hot, not too cold. Lukewarm is the sweet spot. Always use cat-specific shampoo. Human shampoo is a big no-no, since it strips their natural oils and can irritate their skin. Gently warm them from the neck down, avoiding the face. You can use a washcloth for carefully cleaning around the head without drama. Keep the session short and calm. The goal isn't to deep clean your cat like a carpet. It's just a quick rinse to remove whatever sticky disaster brought you here. Then comes the post-bath care. Bathing your cat usually ends with damp fur, wet floors, and a whole lot of judgment in their eyes. But the real work isn't over yet. First, grab a soft towel and gently wrap your cat like a burrito. Pat, don't rub, because rubbing can tangle fur and make your cat even grumpier. If you own a long-haired breed, you might need a second towel to catch the extra water. Now about hair dryers. Yes, they're fast, but most cats take them as tiny dragons that roar hot air. If you must use one, keep it on the lowest heat and quietest setting. Otherwise, stick to towel drying in a warm, cozy room. Once they're mostly dry, it's time for rewards. Treats, gentle brushing, or even playtime can turn the experience from ultimate betrayal into, okay, maybe I'll forgive you. This step is crucial. Positive reinforcement teaches your cat that bath time, while suspicious, doesn't always end in disaster. And finally, remember, patience is your best tool here. Cats may not love the bath, but they will love you for keeping them safe, warm, and healthy. Does your cat love water or plot revenge the second it sees the sink? Share with us in the comments section below. Now, what if we don't want to bathe them? Are there any smarter alternatives to bathing? Cats are famous for keeping themselves cleaner than most of us do on a Monday morning. So the good news is, you don't always need to wrestle your feline into a bathtub. In fact, there are easier, drama-free alternatives that will save both your skin and your cat's dignity. First up, brushing. A good brush not only removes loose fur and dirt, but also keeps hairballs under control. Regular brushing does wonders for coat health and reduces the need for full-on baths. Next, cat wipes or a damp cloth. These are perfect for quick spot cleaning, like when your cat rolls herself in some dinner leftovers. Just a few gentle wipes and they're back to looking runway ready. For stubborn messes, waterless or dry shampoos made specifically for cats are a lifesaver. Spray, massage, wipe, and voila! No wet fur drama, no death stares. These alternatives are safer and also less stressful for your pet. Moving forward, it's time to bust some bathing myths. It's a common belief that every cat despises water, but that's not entirely true. While most house cats would rather launch a protest than step into a bath, certain breeds actually enjoy it. Take the Turkish Van, often nicknamed the swimming cat, or Bengals and Maine Coons, who are known for splashing in sinks, tubs, or even joining their humans in the shower. Their unique coats and natural curiosity make water less scary and more entertaining. So, not all cats are water haters. Some treat it like playtime. Somewhere along the line, humans got the idea that if a cat doesn't take a bubble bath every week, it must be living in filth. But cats are not dirty little goblins. They are self-cleaning machines. Their tongues are covered with papillae, which act like built-in brushes. That's why your cat spends half the day licking itself, so you don't need to dunk them in the tub. Another big myth is that frequent baths reduce shedding. Sorry to break it to you, but water isn't a magic fur vacuum. Bathing won't stop those tumbleweeds of hair drifting through your living room. The real solution? Brushing. Regular brushing removes loose fur, prevents mats, and keeps hairballs under control. Plus, most cats actually enjoy brushing way more than a splash in the sink. So, the next time you hear someone say cats need constant baths, you know it's just another myth. Your feline is already a pro at keeping itself clean. If you've found these tips helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more cat care wisdom, and share this video with a fellow cat parent who might be planning. Thanks for watching. Until next time.